Hello, my friends. So this is the third layout, maybe the last one, for my June mini kit Monday. This is a really beachy themed kit I'm using, and I've been having fun working through all of these pictures I have of my youngest daughter going to Florida. I have a whole nother set of my older daughter who went to Florida last month as well. So I think I'm using this as a background and this wrapping around it. I'm looking at this sketch from Sketches in Time. It's sketch number 374. You want to take a look at it right there. Let me see. Right there. So I'm looking at that as kind of a kickoff point. Don't know how close it'll be, but I do like to have kind of a kickoff point, especially when I'm doing lots of scrapping on the same day. So I'm going to maybe section this out. I'm not quite sure. I'm working on that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the next point or the next part, and we'll see where this takes me. Okay, wish me luck. All right, my friends. So what you see here is that I gutted the inside of this beach ball pattern paper, and I took a 10 by 10 square out of the center of it. And the reason why is I wanted to scuff up or distress the inner bits to create like a clear delineation between the very busy background paper I have and that very, very busy beach ball pattern paper. I wanted to use both, but I wanted it to look like there was like a strong line between them, and that's what that curled up white paper is going to do for me. And it's also going to give me a little spot to kind of inset all of my embellishments. So I'm going to finish scuffing it up, and then I will go ahead and just attach it to my background paper. So, all right, so this is where we are now. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to start auditioning papers. And I'm once again, just like in the last layout I did with this kit, I use this nice vibrant lime green flip-flop paper just for matting. I don't love this paper, so that's kind of how I'm choosing to use it. I love the lime green. For some reason, I'm just not feeling the flip-flops. So that's what I do with it. And I will also go ahead and double mat it with the back side of this lime green paper, I believe, just to give it I guess a little depth and a little differentiation between how busy I keep making all these papers and all of these with my background papers. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those 3x4 photos up on some foam. It's a little Frankenstein. I've used this foam for other things, but it all works out and nobody but us really has to know, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put them one up. It's just going to give a little bit more dimension. I already have some fun dimension with the curled up beach ball paper, but you know, more is more when I scrapbook. So I'm also going to go ahead, I liked these surfboards and I'm cutting them out right now. You can't see that, but I am going to go ahead and I cut out these 3 surfboards out of a 4x6 card that was on one of the pattern papers, and I just thought that the scale of the surfboards was big enough that it added a nice kind of a focal point next to these photos of Ryan. So I'm going to go ahead and nestle them all together. I'm using the framing that the beach ball paper is doing for me. I'm going ahead and using that as a place to kind of lean the surfboards in on this layout. Now it's time for me to get these photos in because I know I don't have a tremendous amount of room left. I mean, I basically gave myself a 10 by 10 area to work in, so I'm going to go ahead and get my pictures in there, and I am really excited. This comes together so quickly, and my papers and embellishments and whatnot are so bold that it kind of takes care of itself once I did the initial double block design. So I'm starting to audition these little bits and pieces that I've had in my summer scrapbook bin for eons. And I try over and over to try to get these freckled fawn pieces in, but they just never quite make it. So I end up finding some really pretty matchy hibiscus flowers in this Hip Kit Club exclusive set of chipboard stickers. Those end up working out. And I also liked this wood veneer funny little speech bubbles. So that is kind of coming together. The wood veneer matches the wood surfboard really well. And it also picks up the color of the sand that's in those little Polaroid pictures that are in the background. So I like the way that went together just fine. So I have these really nice dimensional pieces from a pack that I picked up at Tuesday morning. And look, my hands, it's the glitter has so much fallout. So I ended up using that little sweet, and it says Life is Sweet. That was kind of like a little title set that's on that sheet that you see me holding right there. And I have found bits and pieces to use off of that sheet. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with the strong pinks and purples because they don't match the current collection that I'm working with. So here you see I'm trying to use this Summer Bliss. They're kind of like epoxy, but they're bendy. It's different. I didn't find anything I could use from there. And I am seeing if I can use any more of these little puffy ones. And I did find a cute little pineapple to use on that one. It's one of these sticker sheets, little puffy sticker sheets. It has tiny little icons, and I have found a way to get them onto every layout so far. So I've been happy that I included them so they can finally get out of my little stash collection I have going. So I'm taking a look at these little turquoisey words from this word sheet that might be from a Citrus Twist Kit exclusive. They're a little bit snarky, so I haven't been able to use them as much as I'd like, but I'm using bits of them up, and that is perfectly fine for me. So I'm going rogue here, going into my stash, and I found these sparkly little enamel dots that I am adding into a few places just to give the layout, I don't know, it was kind of calling for just a little extra sparkle, maybe from the that title that says sweet. I guess I just wanted just a little extra going on there. So I'm going to go ahead now and go live because I think this layout is pretty much done aside from putting the date on really quickly. All right, my friends, here's my layout. So what I did to kind of break up these two really strong patterns is I cut a 10 by 10 square, and then I peeled back the pattern paper, and it's only single-sided pattern paper, so you can see the white quite clearly. My husband's doing something right outside, I'm sorry. So I peeled that back. Sorry about that, I had to shut the doors. So you saw that I scuffed back the paper on my 10 by 10 square here, and then you can see all of the little Polaroid paper in the background. These two pieces of paper right here, I just have one is popped up, and then on this little stick of Momentous stickers, they had a Life is Sweet title right there, and I thought it was perfect to go along with this. It has a tiny bit of a corally pink tone, but I don't think it's too much. This kit doesn't have pink in it, and I'd really like it if it did because I have a bunch of flamingos. Anyway, so I think this came out really well. So this is the last layout for my mini kit Mondays that I have planned. We'll see if I have time for more. And this is the last photos I have of my daughter's day-and-a-half trip to Melbourne, Florida. So I hope you like what you see here. I'm going to go ahead and take a still shot and add that as well. Please go ahead down there and click on the links of the other ladies that are in our group. And what else? Oh, we have a Mini Kit Monday Facebook group that is a ton of fun if you want to make your own kits and share them and try to win the monthly prize. And what else? Oh, if you could go ahead and subscribe right there, as well as give me a like, maybe leave a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, that's it for today, ladies, and maybe men. We'll see you. Bye-bye.